Hello. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. All right, we've got some audio over there. Exciting stuff. All right, we've got some audio over there. We've got some audio in the other place too. Oh man. I is it just gonna work? Is this gonna work with like no work? I disbelieve. I find that highly unlikely. I've already lost the two windows that I was trying to keep track of. Okay, here's one. I have very limited space when doing this, just because I'm used to having 3 monitors and now I've got 1, and so there's an awful lot of overlap happening on the windows in the Windows situation. And on top of that, I have kind of like I know it's like a cheap little like wireless mouse that I'm using for this, and it's kind of across the room. And so I'll like click and drag. Does not click and drag very well. And I can't really fault it, mainly because it's a cheap little wireless mouse. It's across the room, and I'm using it on my windowsill. So there's like not even there's not even a it's not even like a mouse. I guess there's nothing stopping me from putting a mouse pad over here. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Maybe because when I'm over here, I'm usually like jogging. Okay. Chat's working. Last one, I kept getting cut off on my left side. So maybe I could turn the camera a little bit, or because I should be, okay, if I'm in the middle, I'm right here, so I should be fine. But usually I'm here because I need to be about here to read. So if I'm here, this feels about right. Then yeah, I'm getting cut off. I'm getting cut off over on this side. And I don't know if that's a function of my cropping it, or if it's an actual, let's find out. Yeah, okay. So, oh God. Can I turn you without breaking all that there is? Oh, that's probably why. It's probably because I've got my green screen all fucked up there in the corner. Well, what do I do about that? If I get it too more centered, then I won't be able to see anything. Well, I'll just put it back and you'll just deal with me being cut off over there. That's fine. It's a lot easier to do that than for me to like mess with green screen. I guess I can just kind of, well, actually it's over here. Wait. If I'm standing here, I'm doing it wrong. But I guess I'm standing here so that I have a straight shot to the television so I can see what's going on. In any case, hey, I'm Dim Gun, and I'm going to jog, and I'm going to watch the Greyhawk, The Next Generation, stream number 1 that I missed. I missed session 0, but I was in the first one. Oh my God, this thing... Oh, I was going to get some... I have some oil, some like machine oil, to see if that would do anything to quiet it down, because it does have kind of like a sound. Oh, and it's unplugged. Of course it's unplugged. Of course it's unplugged. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go behind the curtain over here. Oh God. And you get the beep, beep, beep. Oh, Jesus. So a winning strategy for jogging, or I mean, and like working out in general, is that it's easily accessible, where you don't have to step over wires and turn things on and potentially put yourself in fucking danger when you go to work out. Okay, so let's first, before I get too squirrely, let's figure out where we were. And actually, I can't see. I'm gonna have to move me. I can't see where we are. Oh, I could just be in the middle. This mouse. This mouse. Click. Nope, nope, nope. Stop. Okay.
And it's 3 6s. 3 dragon
Ah.
eggs.
Okay, so they're still gambling at this point,
Than me.
right?
Claudia, I kind of lost 2 gold.
It's okay. Next time.
I will be back in. I will win next time.
He's like out of the pot. You can see a pot of about 50 gold amassed there, right? He slides 15 of it back over to you. For services rendered, though, next time, don't bring a fortune teller
I did
to
what?
liar's dice.
Right.
And there's a very clear expression to anyone that I am confused.
Okay,
by
we're
that
right.
comment.
We're right at the right spot.
Like even to him, if he's so.
Okay, so I'm gonna put me back down. Please just click and drag. Click. Yeah, work. Victory.
Sober enough to see it, like legitimately confused by bring a fortune teller.
Okay,
That didn't
and then
understand.
I will need your help.
But
determining
thank
if the
you for
volume
your,
is
I'm not going to
correct.
argue, and he just gave me money.
But if no one ever shows up, then it's just gonna be shitty audio on the stream.
I'm not going to argue. With
Happy
you guys.
Winterfest.
Happy
Winter
Winterfest.
Fist.
And as I walk away,
Okay.
Nadia, do you know what he's talking about?
Are we starting a new thing where Rory can't pronounce my character names?
No, that's normal.
Kalidia.
Okay.
What is your
It's
name?
still wrong.
We are starting off.
What's your name?
We're gonna do
Kalita.
speed 3 for a little while.
Yes, Kalita.
It's the first
Lydia's
episode, folks.
voice
Please
was
bear with
very
us.
not
We're doing
I
our best.
understand. I understand.
My
and so your name
stopwatch
will be
window.
Confusing. What is your name again?
Nida.
Well,
Kalita.
There we go.
Kalita. What is he talking about? I can't say your name.
There it
You,
is.
my friend. What is he talking about?
Wow. This is. I don't need to do nothing. I'm just gonna let Rory just look
Yeah.
at character names and we're just gonna go.
It's
I
not
don't
I gotta
really
get
on
the,
Zoom
I gotta get
or
the chats
anything.
back.
I'm glad he took the heat off me.
He couldn't say my name. Your name
Here's the
just is
chat.
too close to something. What,
Perfect.
my
Got
friend?
it.
What is
Okay.
he talking about?
I've got speed 3 running.
Well, Fortuna may have been.
See, the
it's
timer
trying to be a
stopped.
bit sly.
Fucker.
Oh my goodness!
That's what I was,
You
that's
never
what I
do
was
that in
afraid
the
of.
game.
That I did it last
I
time.
was doing no such thing.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't know. Anyways,
Rotten
what's
Hell
done is
timer. I
done.
don't
Here's
know.
your
Here,
2 gold
I'll put
back.
it somewhere safe.
Thank you very much for that.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but now you can't see it.
That. And Fortuna,
Fuck.
if you were doing that, I do appreciate your help, but that could get me stabbed.
Big sigh.
I don't want to be stabbed.
You
What
do
if-
know that voice in
Oops.
your head was me, right?
Yeah,
What
I
if
knew you
I-
were talking to me.
I told you I got you. I told you he was lying, and then you didn't call it.
I don't think he was.
Oh my god.
That makes
I'm-
sense more why I was hearing that. I was really trying to focus on the game. I'm sorry. Also, I was a bit
Timer's
distracted.
totally
It's
gone now.
Winterfest. And by the way,
So
you, my friend, I got a gift for you. And he points to you.
Wow, that's great.
You could do
We're not
it.
sitting
You
in a
can do it.
virtual call or anything.
Yeah, but you all know who I'm talking about.
there we go.
But
Again.
yeah, it's Winterfest. I would imagine you gave one to Fortuna. I'd imagine Fortuna and
stopwatch.
Him also
How did I do
has-
this last time where it like worked? It like
also
stayed...
have gifts for people. But I got one for you because we have now known each other for a little while. And
Oh.
he'll pull out a
Out.
small amulet made of stone.
I need just like a timer app.
And on that
this is
amulet
getting
there
ridiculous.
is intricate carvings of flames. And it looks like
what do I do?
a
Fucking
harmony
hell.
of flames.
This
and
mouse. I'm
earth
sorry.
in the-
I'm sorry
in
if
the
anybody's out
imagery.
there.
And he hands that to you. Hey, because I know that, you know, you like things and you like fire, and this should last you a while. And you bring such harmony between like the excitement,
And I don't know where the total timer is
light
now.
of the
What is
night, and
happening?
the grounding of the earth. I just thought this would be fitting to you.
It's lovely.
It's at
Thank you, my
2:29
friend.
now. It's not
Uh-huh.
finding
I would have had your name put on it too, but I
the
couldn't remember how it was
window
spelled.
for whatever reason.
You spelling just isn't your strong suit.
Cancel.
And she
It's
takes
all
it
over
and
again.
puts it around her neck, and admires it for a bit.
It is not wanting to
And
find
as
this
you are
timer like at
exchanging
all.
Gifts, The doors open, the snow beginning to
I just need like a
slowly
timer app
start to pile up,
that I can capture.
wetting the floor.
Using
as the
a
heat
Google
from
thing is
inside the
not.
tavern. Most are there. I need you all to make a
Suck.
perception check if you will.
Actually, you know what I can do? This is pretty ghetto,
Absolutely.
but
Oh shit! No, stay in the. Oh shit!
I could
That's a 20.
actually.
There you go.
You also get a natural
I'm gonna
20?
reset it too because I feel like a
25.
cheater.
She sees
Well,
all.
I got a natural 20 minus 1. So
Oh.
19.
19, not bad. Still a natural 20, but not quite. Zephyrian, how did you fare?
Oh my god, this is
15.
All right.
really fucking
And,
annoying.
Oriel?
Well, Oriel is a little bit distraught about losing the.
So I
gold.
was using
So he got
online
the 7.
stopwatch. Maybe that will work.
Rory, your dice seem to carry.
I want
from
just a
game
stopwatch.
To
To
game
game
to game.
to
from
game.
Click
year
start
to
and then
year to
download
year.
on our
You know
no.
what? But they say the dice tell the story.
That seems
Yours are definitely a story of loss and trauma.
better. Here we go. Maybe.
You all look over and you see, well, I mean, with the exception of Oriel, who is like what fine yet rustic architecture. And if you can name what that's from, then you get advantage or inspiration or what have you.
Fuck. It's not
As you are
finding any of
staring
my
at
new
the fine yet
windows.
rustic architecture, the rest of you see a cloaked individual kind of stammer into the tavern. His footfalls are labored. You can't quite
This
make
is so
out
strange.
his face. But he kind of stumbles
That it can't
in
capture this window.
and like finds an open chair and kind of slops onto it and reels back. You can see what amounts to him clutching something underneath his cloak.
Darkness Rising is what it's from.
Ah, good man, good man. You get who told you that?
There. Okay.
I was like,
Wow.
We're making progress.
Wow, that doesn't count. No,
What the
none for you. Sorry. No.
I try to click and drag and
Alright,
it just
does
like
this-
You do not
launches
get
it
to
all
progress
into
you do not get to
infinity.
consult the oracle.
This is so messed up.
Say again.
I'm
Uh,
so sorry. I'm trying to get this
Does this
stupid
man
timer
or
work.
figure
Mhm.
look like stumbling in a sick sort of way or a pained sort of way or just
Got
I'm
it.
drunk?
He looks.
It's on the very top, and I don't
a
know why
mixture
it's
of
not
pain and
like
exhaustion.
visible at all.
Kalita immediately clocks it
Mhm.
and rushes over.
I have an idea.
Kind of like putting a hand out to support
I'm
this
deleting it.
person's chest.
Die, total timer window.
Are you alright?
As he leans forward,
Ooh, browser
the
source.
cloak over his face kind of slowly peels back, and you are met with a face
That's loud.
where half of it appears to be burned away, and you see blackened bone with no eye, his cheekbone missing, scarred as if the flesh itself could not actually heal back over, just leaving the bone exposed. He leans forward and he winces, and you pull
What's a
your
browser
hand
source? Up on an
back
app
from
source?
his tunic, and as you do, you realize your hand is blood-stained. In that moment, you realize, looking around, that nobody else seems to really... The merriment has happened. No one has quite caught on to this particular man's injuries.
Does the facial injury look recent or
No, it looks like it's scarred, like it's been there for a while.
This is such a good
there's
description
a moment
by
where
him.
she
I'm gonna restart this.
she
This is so
sees
cool.
the burns and like that's the what has her pull her hand back, and then she sees the blood. She's like, okay, that's something I can fix. Do you need help? And I'm just gonna reach forward, and there is a flicker
Okay.
of warmth across.
see
her
how it's displaying
fingertips.
now?
I'm going to use healing hands.
Okay. All right.
It's displaying now. I
Uh,
don't
as you begin to
fuck it up.
use healing hands, you feel it sort of pulse out, right?
Maybe
And
this
when
will
you
work.
do,
I doubt it.
the glow that emanates from your hand, right? You see the empty socket begin
We shall
to
see.
glow.
Please,
with
I want to get this done
pinkish,
so I can like.
hue, and the healing hands begins to burn, a sensation which you've never felt in
Are we
all
able to get
of
past
your
this
life.
tonight?
Only what you can
Here's the
imagine
trick.
fire feels like, as if he is.
I need to
warded
put this window somewhere.
against.
Oh, actually, I should have resized it before I resized it.
Saved.
That would have been smart.
As if your healing touch causes more damage, not only to
Big banner
him,
at the top.
but
Die.
yourself.
Die. All of this.
As he lets out a blood-curdling scream, and he slumps over.
I wonder if I could just like shove this on another monitor.
And it's as if a record just as everybody turns.
I'm gonna try
towards
putting it on a monitor far, far away.
His hand.
Hey, ready? There it
drops,
goes.
and a bloody
Bye-bye.
Amulet rolls out.
Except my click and drag's gonna stop
on the
How far
floor.
are they away from
slowly.
Oriel?
Oh, they're no more than 10 or 15. feet.
Slowly.
No,
Looks like I can
nobody,
see it.
nobody touch that amulet. At least not until we understand. I
Okay.
tried to help him.
It's
and
active.
wh-
Now I'm
whatever I
gonna
did, it-
I'm gonna turn on my
Pretty.
Me too.
Now I'm going to turn
not
on.
abrasively, but quickly. I'll move over by her
I'm going
side.
to focus my chat.
Crouching next to her as if I'm
Ready?
consulting with her and hearing her, and I will
Oh my
to
God.
that degree,
Is it gonna work?
but constantly looking around as well, not trying to be over obvious,
Almost.
but prepping for whatever might.
I've got Twitch
unfold.
chat. I just need to find.
Zephyrian's gonna stand up and rush over to help as well.
Okay. I think we got it.
He sees that. Did the amulet? Did it hurt him? Is this what caused it?
Holy shit.
I
What
don't
did you
know.
see?
I've
now?
never seen anything like this before.
Last thing to do.
Usually
is
when I
back
heal
this the
people-
fuck up.
Stumbles in and like
Your name just is too close to something. What my?
in 666.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back to triple sixes.
You probably have triple one.
Back to triple sixes. He's about to lose again. Now, we've got a timer. I have a bunch of labels that are now going to be overlapped with everything if I speed up. But I mean, that is what it fucking is. But at this point, I just need to start running. I need to get my. I have 100 heart rate to add. Let's do it. Okay, speed 3. Elevation 4% grade. So we'll do this for 2-3 minutes.
I'm going to call
listen.
you, and I slide in a gold because you don't got more than my 666.
He literally lifts his cut up, and it's 3 6s, 3 dragon
Ah.
eggs.
Crap, he got better than me. Claudia, I kind of lost 2 gold for you. I'm sorry.
He just
And,
lets out a big barrelless boisterous laugh, and he says, "You're all right, pointy ear, but that's okay. Next time."
I will
Don't-
be back in. I will be
He,
next.
he's like out of the pot.
I'm
you see a
listening,
pot of about
but I gotta
50
turn 'em up for me.
amassed there, right? He slides 15
It's like a
of
little
it back
quiet for
over to
me,
you.
and I'm gonna be
For
moving.
services rendered, though, next time, don't bring a fortune teller
I did
to
what?
liar's dice.
And there's a very clear expression to anyone that I am confused by that comment.
Okay.
Like even to him, if he's sober enough to see it, like legitimately confused by bring a fortune teller. I didn't know.
What I love about this group is we're totally willing to like
But
fail at
thank
everything.
you for your, I'm
If
not
it's a
going to
good-
argue. And
if
he
it's a
just
good
gave me money
point for
back
RP.
and more than I spent, so
Mhm.
I'm not going to argue. With
Happy
the guy.
Winterfest.
Happy Winterfest. And as I walk away, Claudia, do you know what he's talking about?
Are we starting a new thing where Rory can't pronounce my character names?
He called her Claudia.
That's
Is that-
normal.
Kalidia. What is your
It's
name?
still wrong.
What's your name?
Kalita.
Kalita. Yes, Kalita.
It's the first
Kalidia's
episode,
way
folks.
too
Please
close
bear
to
with
very
us. We're
not
doing
good.
our
I
best.
understand, and so your name will be confusing. What is your name again?
Neither.
Well, it's definitely Kalita. Kalita. What is he talking about? I can't say your name. You, my friend. What is he talking about?
Wow. This is. I don't need to do nothing. I'm just gonna let Rory just look
Yeah.
at character names. We're just gonna go.
It's
I
not like
avoid
it's on the
names, but-
Zoom or anything.
I'm glad he took the heat off me.
He couldn't say my name. Your name just is too close to something. What, my friend? What is he talking about?
Well, Gina may have been being trying to be a bit sly.
Oh my goodness. You never do that in a game.
I was doing no such thing.
Okay, well, I don't know. Anyways, what's done is done. Here's your 2 gold back. Thank you very much
Thank
for that.
you.
I really appreciate that. And for Tuna, if you were doing
going to
that,
5
I do
minutes?
appreciate your
Then I'm gonna
help
go
with
speed
that.
4 for a while.
Stop, I don't want to
Until I feel like
stop.
not doing speed 4.
You do know that voice in your head was me, right?
Yeah, I knew you were talking to me.
What the fuck?
I told you I got you.
Did
I,
again.
I told you he was lying, and then you didn't call it.
I don't think he was lying. That makes sense more why I was hearing that. I was really trying to focus on the game. I'm sorry. Also, I was a bit distracted. It's Winterfest. And by the way, you, my friend, I got a gift for you. And he points to you.
Wow, that's great.
You could do
We're not
it.
sitting
You
in a
could do it.
virtual call or anything.
Yeah, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But yeah, it's Winterfest. I would imagine you gave one to Fortuna. I'd imagine Fortuna and him also have gifts for people. But I got one for
So
you.
I didn't have any
because we
gifts.
have
I
now
didn't know
known
if there
each
was
other
like
for
a.
while.
So
And
my
he'll
my
pull
Discord
out
account got
a
hacked.
small amulet.
There might have
made
been
of
like some
stone.
planning.
And
where,
on that amulet there is
They all agreed to like get
intricate
gifts for one another
carvings
or
of
whatever.
flames.
But I didn't know anything about it.
And it looks like a harmony.
So I'm trying to
of
think up
flames and
gifts
earth in the imagery.
while all this is happening.
And he hands that to you. Hey, because I know that you like things and you like fire, and this should last you a while. And you bring such harmony between like the exciting light of the night and the grounding of the earth. I just thought this would be fitting to you.
What did he get her again?
It's lovely.
What is it?
Thank you, my friend.
I would
the
have
fuck
had
was
your
it?
name put on it too, but I have to remember how it was spelled.
You spelling just isn't your strong suit.
What the fuck was it?
Thank you, my
Just like the exciting, in there is intricate carvings of flames, and it looks like a surprise. Also have gifts for people, but I got one for you because we have now known each other for a little while. And he'll pull out
Oh,
a,
shit,
a
645.
small
Okay.
amulet made of stone.
An amulet made of
And on
stone.
that amulet there is intricate carvings of flames.
Okay, so things like this are very important for callbacks. So, okay, hang on. This thing, when I touch it, it turns off. Like, is it when I touch it? No. I think the wire's fucked up. Somewhere along the way, my Stream Deck dies. But only at like particular angles. So I'm gonna try putting it. Pick it up here. I'm just gonna try to change where the tension is on the cable. Somehow, some way. Maybe that will help it stop shorting the fuck out. Putting it on there's a bad idea though, because it's gonna. Oh, I have a bungee cable right here. I have a bungee cord. Fuck yeah. Get bungee cable. Ah. Okay. Ready? Speed 4. And then watch, I've got a fancy thing. I touched it and it turns off. I put my finger on it and it turns off. Like it's specifically my finger when I get close to it. No, no. That's so fucking weird. I wonder if there's a Oh, there's a big magnet on the front of this thing. I wonder if this magnet is interfering. No, it's fine now. I don't know what the shit's going on.
And it looks like
Fuck me,
a harmony of flames and earth in the imagery. And he hands that to you. Hey, because I know that, you know, you like things and you like fire, and this should last.
Okay, so anyway, I was saying,
And you bring such harmony.
things like this,
between,
details like this are very important. This is a very
light
intimate
of the night and the
item that
grounding
he's
of
giving
the earth. I just thought
Alita.
that was fitting for you.
It's an amulet made of stone that has fire.
Friend.
I would
And
have
so,
had your name put on it too. but
The
I
next
didn't.
time that we play, I want to be able to bring it up.
Spelling just
So I'll probably
isn't
spend this
your
week
strong suit.
just as I'm like taking a shower, doing the dishes, like kind of thinking of ways
And she takes it and puts
that
it
Zephyria
around
might
her
notice
neck.
it or bring it up or something.
And if my takes,
Name put
Does she
on
wear it?
but I don't remember how it was spelled.
you spelling just isn't your strong suit. And she takes it and puts it around her neck.
She does.
And
So she's
admires
currently wearing
for a
it.
bit.
And as you are exchanging gifts, the doors open, the snow beginning to slowly.
Oh, here we go. Here's the
pile
hook.
up,
Hook incoming!
wetting the floor as the heat from inside the tavern motions there. I need you all to make a perception check. Roll.
Absolutely. I'm.
Here it comes.
Oh no, stay in the. Oh shit, that's a 20.
There you go.
You also get a natural 20?
25.
She sees
Well,
all.
I got a natural 20 minus
What?
1.
Oh!
So 19.
19, not bad. Still a natural 20, but not quite. Zephyrian, how did you fare?
15.
Alright, and, Oriel?
So,
Well, Oriel
I-
is a little bit distraught about.
well, not never, but I go out of my way to never give numbers to the GM until he asks for it.
Rolling your dice.
Like, having been a GM for multiple people, it's like roll initiative. They're like, 4, 19, 22, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're like, no, shut the fuck up.
No, they say the dice
Like,
tell the
you.
story. Yours are definitely a story of loss and trauma.
I cannot be at 108 right now. That's fucking wrong.
You all look over and you see, well, I mean, with the exception of Oriel, who
That's-
is
there's no
like,
fucking way.
"Hi, what fine, yet rustic architecture." And if you can name what that's from, then you get advantage.
I did it!
or Inspiration or what have you.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
As you are staring at the fine,
Fucking
yet
piece of
rustic
shit.
architecture,
108. Goddamn
first
liar.
You see a cloaked individual
Fuck you, phone.
hammer into the tavern.
Sweet.
His foot falls.
I go to
on
touch
face.
it.
You can't quite make out his face. But he kind of stumbles in and like finds an open chair and kind of slops onto it and reels back. You can see what amounts to him clutching something underneath his cloak.
It's definitely the cable.
Ah,
Fucking
good
hell.
man, good man.
This thing wasn't cheap.
Who told you that?
I was thinking about
Google.
Wow, that doesn't count. No, none for you. Sorry. Nope.
Yeah.
You do not,
does this?
you do not,
Fuck you, Stream Deck.
you do not get to consult the Oracle of Google. Say
Well,
again.
that sucks.
Does this man?
It's dead now, for
figure
sure.
Look like stumbling in a sick sort of way or a pain sort
like
of way, or
$75.
just I'm drunk.
Maybe it's a
he
magnet.
was,
Maybe it's
a
location.
mixture of pain and exhaustion.
or something.
Kalita immediately clocks it and rushes over. Kind of like putting a hand out to
I
support
might actually open it up for that.
this person's chest. Like,
Fucking check it out.
are you alright?
As he
I turned back
leans
on, yay!
forward, the
Fuck you,
cord
turned off.
over his face and he slowly peels back, and you are met with a face where half of it appears.
I wonder if it's the magnet. There's like a big ass magnet in this
And
thing.
you see blackened bone with no
Oh, and a
eye,
hand.
his cheekbone missing, scarred, as if the
wonder.
flesh itself could not actually peel back over.
Oops.
just
No, I
the
actually unplugged it.
bone exposed.
Okay.
He leans
Stream Deck's
forward
dead.
and winces.
I'll get over it.
Pull your hand back from his tunic, and as you do,
Okay, we're currently
your
speed 4.
hand is bloodstained. In that moment,
It's wearing
you
me
realize
out.
that
I'm gonna go to
nothing
14:30.
else seems to be
Speed
going
4.
The merriment has happened. No one has quite on to this particular man's injuries.
Does the facial injury look recent or?
No, it looks like it's scarred, like it's been there for a while.
There's a moment where she sees the burns, and like that's the what has her pull her hand back.
Okay, so in preparation for this game, Kurt told us we're gonna be in fuck. Blackrock is the name of the town, and it's in like, oh god, it's not like Blackborough or Black Spire or can't remember now. Anyway, so I did a bunch of research on the area, and if my character had been around for a long time, like maybe pieces of history that he might know. And so a bunch of the stuff he's going to be alluding to here, I as a player know. And so it's interesting to try to filter what I know as the truth through my character who doesn't know. And so, and it's a matter of like, I don't want to ruin the mystery of Kurt's hook or the mystery of his plot. But I do want my character to be able to contribute a little bit to it, because I have history and I have like area knowledge and knowledge arcana and shit. And so it's kind of a fine balancing act of like basically injecting trying to think how to put it. Like elaborating on what's happening with some knowledge from my character that's just not so much that it just like ruins all the mystery. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking about here when I hear him start in on all this, of this like obviously like clockwork dude. And so during this first scene, that's what's running through my head. It's how can I elevate, how can I lift up like this hook, that this plot that he's got going. Because he gave us a hook for it, which is very, very good. The description of that guy when he came in was fucked up. And it gets even better here in a second. But from my play point, that's what's happening. Is like, how can I contribute, basically.
Back, and then she sees the blood. She's like, okay, that's something I can fix. Do you need help? And I'm just gonna reach forward, and there is a flicker of warmth across her fingertips. I'm going to use healing hands.
Okay. All right. As you begin to use healing hands, you feel it sort of pulse out, right? And when you do, the glow that emanates from your hand, right? You see the empty socket.
All right, at 18,
glow with
we're going to do speed 4 again
like
for 4 minutes. Oh, I kind of want to push it a little bit. Speed 4 for 5 minutes.
Begins to
That's gonna
burn,
wreck
a
me.
sensation which you've never felt in all of your life. Only what you can imagine fire feels like, as if he is warded against being saved, as if your healing touch causes more damage not only to him but yourself.
So she is like a being of like a wildfire druid, being of fire,
blood,
and it fucking burns her, and she's like, "Oh,
and
this is what being burned feels like."
And it's as if a record just as everybody turns.
So
His
fucking
hand
good.
Drops. And
All right, speed 4 until
rolls out.
23.
How far are they away from Korea?
Oh, they're no more than 10 or 15 feet.
No, nobody touch that amulet.
I'm like, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it.
I tried to help him, and whatever I did, it
Pretty,
me too.
not abrasively, but quickly, I'll move over by her side. Crouching next to her as if I'm consulting with her and hearing her, and I will to that degree, but constantly looking around as well, not trying to be over obvious, but prepping for whatever might unfold.
Zephyrian's gonna stand up and rush over to help as well. He sees that. Did the amulet? Did it hurt him? Is this what caused it?
I
What
don't
did you
know.
see?
I've never seen anything like this before. Usually, when I heal people, it heals things, not makes it worse.
What? Oh God, what happened to his face?
As you say that, he just as he sucks in a breath.
Xerix is coming!
Again, and falls to the ground.
Fucking armor.
It may mean anything to the other you.
Can I get a history check or anything?
Does
Sure.
it mean anything?
Yeah, you can attempt to make a history check if you like.
Would that be?
While this
Irma
is all
pulls it.
happening,
Is it really 150?
that would be the last.
Oh, dude,
thing
I'm
Fortune
cruising.
hears before she loses her vision.
Steady
and her,
150?
And her hearing. And
Wow,
she
oh,
can
there-
send
oh, there
her
goes.
familiar out to do like a perimeter check of around
Sure.
the tavern.
What did you get on the history check?
Just it's pretty high.
I can't see your rolls right now.
D&D Beyond, please. Where's the?
So what'd you roll? It's high.
Chat log 17.
It's high.
It's in the chat log, in the hidden chat log feature.
Fair enough. You've heard of a lost general of Xerix. The only thing that you know was that he is a name connected to the Great Army of the North.
Great Army of the North. Xerix is a general.
Xerix, I remember there's somehow a connection to the great armies of the North. I don't know if it's in relation to the Black Ice, or I can vaguely think of something, but I agree, don't touch that amulet. I have just the thing for this. And he's gonna kind of turn, and I have medicine on my hand. I'm not like doing a Mickey Mouse thing. And he's gonna clap his hands, and like a portal's gonna open in the floor, and then a robed figure's gonna shoot up out of it like they came out of a cannon, and like smack into the ceiling, and the portal closes, and then just like a form just kind of falls to the floor, and then if you hear like kind of a popping and cracking as it stands up as like a person in a robe, with like a cowl over the face, and Zephyrian says, "Pick that up," and he points to the amulet, and the figure bends forward, and you see leather gloved hands come out of the purple sleeves of the robe and like pick up the amulet and hold it.
I'll never get used to it, no matter how many times you always takes me out.
I love that he runs with it.
Johan, anyway, so yes, it's amulet.
As Johan reaches down, it's sounding like someone repeating their cracking in their nuts.
I love how Rory just is like,
As with every-
Like
On
my
it.
knees on leg day.
Yeah, exactly.
fucking love it.
And you didn't wear wrist, but anyway, and he holds up the amulet, and he holds it.
I feel like I could run speed 4
And on this
for a good
amulet,
long time.
all you see is a circle.
160s.
Right? It's very
Speed 4 gets me to the
circular,
160s.
and what looks to be a faceless watch, where the hands would tell time. You see a needle poking out.
Like outwards? Like
as in,
stabbing?
like if you're holding it like this, there's a needle poking straight up.
Like a sundial.
Almost. Yeah.
Ah.
Fortuna, through your familiar's eyes, out, you see the footsteps. You follow the trail, and as far as your familiar flies, before the wind becomes too strong, or the
I love
air
that she used her familiar to try to like
you can
track
see
where it came from.
has walked from the north down through the woods.
And it's so strange because we don't know. It's like,
To follow
is it a warning?
has come.
Is it a
At
threat?
minimum of at least a mile through this cold weather on foot.
And for those of you that were in the chat asking what Fortune is familiar with, his name's Ray Ray. He's a big raven.
Ray Ray the Raven.
Ray the Raven friends. Ray the Raven.
My sweet.
Back inside the tavern, though, what do you all wish to do? The party has very much come to
Okay,
a
so
halt
speed
stop.
3, steady
Oh,
150.
What's all this nonsense?
Speed 4,
Let's go. What the-
160.
what the hell's happened to
Speed
you?
5 gets me up to like 180.
Who is he?
officially.
We don't know. Does anyone have a room we can put him in? Just so we're not in front of.
Okay.
Right.
He's not
45
dead,
minutes?
just so you know. He's not dead.
2 minutes,
He's
speed
just
5.
passed out right now.
If he is dead,
2 minutes
I
of
know
speed
he can
5.
do that.
Glean, Gloin, grab him and take him down
Glean,
the hall
Gloin.
to one of the guest rooms. I mean, nobody uses them anyway, except you know the ladies. Anyway, so like 2 of the dwarves come running over and they scoop him up, right, and they hodl him back or whatnot, and then the Johan stands there, just hands outstretched, just claw-like gloved fingers, just holding the amulet.
Follow us. And I'll motion for Johanna. Are we going to the room as well? With the,
I do
the gear?
it. Well,
I
do we
think that-
want to? He seems to be passed out right now. Not very helpful to us.
Fine,
And
fine, 25:30.
he said that someone is on his way right now. Or that they are on their way.
Well, is there anything that we can do about that from out here, or is it better to get where there aren't so many eyes?
I don't know. I mean, this guy
Speed
does
5.
not to know that we know he's coming. I don't know if he's coming tonight or tomorrow, but he still doesn't know that we know.
Let's follow him in case he wakes up and can give us more context.
Maybe we can talk privately in the room as well.
Yes.
Y'all see Fortuna just sitting at the bar with her arms out, just like.
I'm gonna go get Fortuna.
She's looking through the eyes of her raven. She's just
I'm
blinded.
going
And
to-
you don't see anything right now.
Like put hand on her shoulder.
Oh god. 27:30. I'm running till 27:30.
Just letting her do her full reaction, whatever she wants to be doing, until she realizes that it's just a warm hand, a very familiar warmth.
She clearly like tenses up and gets ready to cast something, and then just and puts her hand back down and just kind of slumps.
152.
She'll
then-
stand up and like trust you're guiding her. She'll put a hand on your shoulder.
How come? She's little, isn't she?
She's not that little. She's like 5'6".
Okay, she's shorter than me. So gonna like.
If I'm
kind
not
of
at
wrap
165,
arm around and just very
By
carefully
27:30,
guide through
I'm gonna
the
run
bar
28:30.
so that she doesn't hopefully run into anything.
I'm
Until
going
Ray
to-
Ray gets back.
I'm going to stay out here. I don't have a feeling about this. I kind of operate in these areas. I'm going to go sit down to the nearest table by the door. And if there is a table, like when the door opens, if there's a table behind where the door would open, so I'm kind of masked by the door,
Yeah.
I would like to sit at that table.
Okay.
He's just gonna go full Aragon.
Right? He's a little too colorful.
Oh.
But, you know.
Okay, you said Aragorn. I thought you said Aragon, and I was like, did anyone else read those? I thought that was like some weird fever dream that I had as a
Oh no,
child.
I'm gonna go
Aragon was
28.
not a fever dream.
I can feel it kicking in.
Hello.
Finger?
Right. That doesn't work out. Anyway, so you get him into this back room, right? Though his body does not seem to have a pulse or breathing.
I don't think he's getting back up. And I don't have any way of getting him back up, as turns out healing people doesn't always heal them.
Try a medicine check. Just kind of poke him and
Sure. Make a
see
medicine.
if he's got anything else going on. All right. I rolled a nat 20 minus 1 is 19.
You notice that, like, even though he has no pulse, there are still slight movements in his body.
Oh, that seems concerning.
Yeah, so I don't think he's. I think he's undead of some kind. Or you said that you tried to heal him and it hurt him.
Yes.
So maybe a curse has
I'm
him.
wondering if it's the same, if it's because of the origin. of
So I
things.
know, but I'm trying to work
That kind
around
of-
the solution
Is he wearing any
for dramatic effect.
insignias or?
All of his clothes look to be, for lack of a better term, if you could say archaic in a medieval fantasy style type game.
He's a
they
dreamer.
seem archaic. archaic. They are out of date. They are out of fashion. His armor looks to be of a craft that you have not seen.
I'm only 30
or
minutes
heard
in.
of, only seen pictures in old
I gotta pace
historical
myself.
documents. You see that his though
Okay.
it's a mix.
30-30.
You look at his armor and it's old.
Speed
yet
4
the daggers on
for
his side are
2,
new.
then speed
and
5 for
of
2.
A newer type of metal. Of
Excuse me.
not quite seen. Several odd trinkets exist on him. And as you're looking him over, you hear an odd click, click, click noise emanating from somewhere in his chest.
Speed 4 for 2, speed 5 for 2.
Can I look to see where? Because I had put my hand on his chest and fresh blood came off onto it. Where that wound would be.
You notice the wound is more like on his side, and when you go to look at it, right? When you go to look at it, it looks as though it looks, and you've seen this having been so far north in the wild, like he was attacked by a wolf. Like a wolf got a chunk of him out of his side. Where his armor plate on the front, right, and on the back would have normally connected, the straps are loose, and so there is a gap, and that seems to be where a wolf was able to get a chunk out of his side.
So sometimes a messenger is sent forth after a combat where a warlord wants the foe to know they're coming. Sometimes that could be one thing. It could be that maybe he was trying to warn us in a good way, but was attacked on the way here. But
Potentially, but what would...
he's so old. All of this stuff is so old.
When Ray Ray did that perimeter check,
32-30,
when you
speed
saw the
5.
footprints, was there any blood following them? Like, did it look like he was bleeding as he was walking or anything like that?
No, there's not.
Okay. Is he back at this point? Can I see again?
Yeah, you can see, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I had Ray Ray check outside and there's no blood trailing behind him or anything like that. It looks like he was fine until he got here. And that means he walked about a mile in this freezing cold with the snow and all that.
But the
wind.
chunk bit out of him.
Zephyrin's gonna open his robe. Or like
Wow.
whatever his armor is, he's gonna take it off of his chest.
Alright,
Like I've gotta see what's going on in here.
as you go and begin to pull it off,
I've been watching a lot of Bones.
the
Okay.
noise becomes even more
34-30.
right in the
Gotta make it.
center of this room, you can hear it. And as you remove the
175 heart rate. Come on.
the road old and tattered, you see something over his heart that is metallic and slightly moving, ever so slightly.
After this stream, I'm gonna cover my whole treadmill in machine oil.
Heart. He's still alive.
That's not a heart. That's some kind of contraption.
So he's like a machine, or like an automaton. There are the undead powered by curses or spirits or magic. And his eyes will drift to Johann and then back again. There are other ways.
His body kind of jerks for a moment, and his eye kind of flutters slightly, and you hear a as on his chest, just underneath.
Oh fuck.
you see that
Yeah, here it is.
feather dissipate,
Here's why I hate jogging.
and then his body lies still.
Oh fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna try something. Don't freak out. I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
And just like try to I'm gonna try to push that little thing down that popped up and just like give him a little something. See if it
175, come on.
It very much just
Come on.
it like
Come on. 173.
He'll wipe my hand off.
Come on.
One more. I had to try.
I mean, have you ever seen anything like this?
I'm going till it's 175.
Well, I mean, the history of this whole region of Blacksmoor, back
Come on.
before we almost recorded history, there was
Come on.
tales of cities and
There it is.
machines and whole civilizations of people. But I mean, we didn't thought it was myth. I have seen things like this far from here, not in the same form, but the act of animating a body with machinery. Yes, I have seen it. Nothing like this. This is something totally different.
Does it look like whatever popped out can be like taken?
If you
Or-
if you remove the clothing, you'll see that it is popped out, and it has almost like a, forgive the expression, it has a handle on it like a heart plate, if you know what I mean. And you can grab and pull.
Johan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Johan. I'm gonna stand like back.
Yeah, backing up.
Let Johan pull that thing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's-
hide behind
Its
Kalita.
bony fingers outstretch and grab all the popping noises of the cartilage on cartilage as it grabs and pulls. And as it pulls, you see this about 9-inch apparatus begin to come out with it, out of this cylinder, with this black and red mixed goo covering it, almost kind of like a thick pudding, one would say.
Ew.
And as he pulls it out, the gears begin to turn as if they're looking to try and find a purchase on mechanisms that are no longer there. And by the time Johan completely pulls it out, this black and red goo just drips onto the floor. The mechanical turning just stops.
Absolutely terrifying. That's unnatural.
It looks really sticky.
Zephyrian's gonna kind of tear off a piece of the guy's robe and wrap that thing in it and put it in his backpack.
Do you examine it at all, or no?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yeah.
As you look it over, what languages do you speak?
Common and Elvish.
Can also cast Identify if anyone would like me to do that.
That would be lovely. Come on, nerds.
Come on, nerds, tell us what's there.
Look, I'm not playing a smart person.
That speed 5 fucked me
Oh,
up.
if you can just okay. If you keep it, just I don't want to touch it. I don't touch it. Okay. If you keep it in that.
I'm gonna walk till
low,
38:30
and
speed
I
4
can try to. I guess I'll just
till 40.
lay it on the floor.
Johan, hold it out, and he holds it in his little hands.
She like folds a piece of the robe on top of it and then puts her hand on it and casts Identify. So her gold arm, you guys see in the joints.
I love
of
Kurt right
this
here.
Golden prosthetic arm that she has.
Is it Kurt that points it out?
All of the joints kind of turn this like shimmering turquoise blue, and then out of her fingers comes this turquoise glittery energy that boop, right onto the.
Oh well, maybe you'll know
Apparatus.
something about this. You've got clockworks going on.
So
Okay.
what you pick up?
38:30.
You can't quite identify this. This is beyond a knowledge base that you understand. However, you can sense schools, and there is a faint trace of necromantic magic on it.
There's like necromancy and
That
something
does
else.
surprise me.
However, there is another magic, elemental magic, that is tied to it as well. Now, you're not quite sure if this is residual feeling from,
I'll run speed 4 till
Syrian defibrillator, or if this is tied to the person, creature, thing. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
The runes on it don't quite make too much sense to you as you look at it. But you can tell that it's old. You can tell that it is of necromancy. And you can tell that it has a degree of elemental.
Well, I can't exactly read it, but it's
Speed 4 for 1 minute.
elemental.
'Cause I really don't wanna
and
push it.
exotic School of magic here, so I'm not entirely sure where this comes from.
In hearing the elemental aspect, Khalid just gonna kind of peer her head around. She's keeping good distance from this thing, especially hearing like the necrotic energy. Everything about it sets her like nerves on
Only
it.
42. Speed 4
But she
till
takes a
42.
look at the runes. I speak
I can go for about
Celestial,
50
Common,
minutes.
Druidic, and Primordial.
Just to warn you.
You can, at a glance, make out some
Actually, I think 45.
druidic
I think I'm ready to be tapped.
runes. The only rune that you can make out from it is light. However, it's interlaced with something else.
We're doing speed 5 for 1 minute. At 41. And that'll be...
There's some
Oh shit, we're gonna lose power in here.
weirdly druidic aspect.
Alright,
It's not all, but
1 minute.
right there, that means light. And I'm sure it's being twisted in some way.
So this is
It is nasty.
very complex. Necromantic wizardry and divine druidic life energy.
That primal energy is
Oh fuck.
somewhere in there, but I can't make much out.
Do we know anyone who's good?
Boom, 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 boom. Hey, you guys alright in there? Like, you done,
Oh shit.
messing about
August,
with the dead guy? What's
15 seconds. My life.
Just about done messing with the dead guy. Thanks for checking.
Come on.
Hey, okay.
And as a question, is there anything going on the outside?
No.
And I mean, we could bring the dead guy back down to your establishment,
Well,
or you could let us do what we need to do.
I mean, that's fine, but, like, we've got concerned customers, and they're not spending coin, because there is a dead guy in the building.
All right. So you need someone
Okay.
to come and tell them what's going
I
on.
give in.
Right, that would be most appreciated.
I got this.
You've got
Zephyrian
this?
would kind of like brush off his and
Are we sure you've got this? Like, are we going to instill?
Got this.
So in improv and in party dynamics, we need a front person. So as Zephyrian, he has performance, he has charisma, and I'm role playing him, and I'm used to kind of taking point. When I go to take point, and Ashley wants to. So for me, there's a little bit of confusion where my character resists, but I was so glad that she did.
Confidence in the people below.
they will hear the yes, but it seems like there's more. I can't help anymore with this situation. If there's druidic elemental energy there, I'm pretty much done.
Well, I think the goal might be downstairs is to make sure that there's not, a general panic.
There won't be. Dwarves are strong people. Have faith.
He wants to go to this tell the truth.
Unless it feels to me like you really want to go do this.
Look, I've been sweet talking these people for a while.
But,
They just
well,
need a bit of distraction. And maybe not all the truth.
if you think that's best.
At the very least, not the scary bits.
Can we just hear what you're gonna tell them before you go ahead and do it, so when we come back downstairs, we know what to expect?
That's smart. Really, we're just going to. there were injuries. We're going to talk about the wolf bites. You know, something had attacked him while he was traveling here.
How
we're-
about the message from the north? Zarek is coming. This kind fellow came to warn us and tragically died to his wounds doing the heroic deed.
That could work. That could work. That leaves out the scariest bits, though. He looks really like
We
the
don't have to
clothes
get
are
into-
throwing me off.
We don't have to get. He'll be in the ground. They don't need to know that.
Oh yes, no, we're
He'll
not.
be in the
not
ground,
that
Zephyrian
All right.
says. Famous
Yes,
last
that
word.
seems like a good.
I can't hear anything. It's just my heart
See?
pounding in my ears.
I had this.
I know.
With that, as the group decides to go ahead and pull together to figure out what it is that they
Our
are,
alibi.
their alibi for the moment, we're going to take our one and only break for the stream. So go grab your
Good
drinks,
segue
grab you some dinner, do what you
for me
gotta
to be
do.
done.
We'll be back in 5 to 10, friends.
Okay. Good segue for me to finish tonight. The big takeaways, first kind of like improv session, feeling it out. Who's gonna be doing what? Like who has what skills? And I think in the next session, not the next half of this one, but the one after, we really start to feel that. Like, oh, like so-and-so has performance. So-and-so has, it's not persuade, it's like diplomacy or so, I don't know, whatever the skills are. We get a better handle on that, and like who can help who and who should never fucking do it. The first half of that session, I felt really good. We had lots of little, you know, non-combat related details. I love the gift that he gave the gift to Khalida, Oriel did. I think Kurt, such a good DM. Like he knows just how long to kind of let us mess around in the in-room before he throws in the next hook to get us on track of the next thing. And I hope that he has faith that when he gives those kinds of signals, that we're gonna run with him. But overall, Kurt is a super fucking cool DM. I love this group so much. They're so funny. They haven't come into their own yet because they're still right in the beginning, and it is kind of hard to do these jogging streams where I do have to kind of focus on listening. The jogging is a natural curb to my endless monologue. What else was I going to say about that? It's a great group that just gets better. Really, it's a super fun session. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to retire at 47 minutes in, and I don't know how far I went. I don't have my Fitbit on again, but I have heart tracking, and I know I hit 175. So, with that, thank you very much, everybody. Beepity beep beep. Oh, have a great night, and I hope you somehow burn calories by watching me burn calories. Get motivated.